Stopping at a red light, which means I got to talk pretty quickly because no one wants the side profile shot for the daily Landsblog. I was looking at a communication from a woman, I guess, reacting to the Landsblog yesterday, and I think it was on Facebook, and she was saying how she had relapsed and how she was so devastated by the fact that she had been in a good place and now had to go back and had to take a different medication and go through that whole process. And I thought to myself, well, that is devastating. And I tried to ask myself, as honestly as I could, do I fear that? Do I live in fear of that? Because I don't talk about it much, and I certainly don't think about it a lot consciously. And as I started to process the information, I realized that I do very much still fear the idea that while I'm in a pretty good spot, I could lose that. And that started to some extent to unravel for me, the fear that, oh my gosh, what happens if that happens? And that is not a good thing to do, because I think, light has changed, so I'm just going to have to give you the bad shot. Is this okay, Case?
Perfect.
All right. And that's not a good place to be and a good thing to do, because you can start the unraveling process by worrying about it. It's like the thing that you fear most, you can actually bring upon yourself. So it was a day of somewhat of clarity for me, the understanding that, you know what, when you've really been to a bad place, when you've fallen off the cliff and you're standing at the top of the cliff, and even though you feel pretty safe, you will always flash back to that and you will always fear that. And I'd like to know whether you feel the same way, whether in fact you have been to the bottom, made your way back up, if not to the top, but into a place that you can say, yeah, I'm satisfied with my life. And as you were there, really worried deep down, consciously and subconsciously, about the fall back into the hole. I'd like to know what you have to say, and I'd like to hear it from you in any of the number of ways. My email address is michael.landsberg@SickNotWeak.com. You can reach us on Twitter at @HeyLandsberg and @SickNotWeak, and of course on Facebook as well. SickNotWeak.com, 24 hours a day, 364 days a year. Driving a spin right now, feeling pretty good, except for that one thing. No, I do not want to relapse. Too far?